On the 7th of April 1739, British highwayman Richard Dick Turpin was executed in York after being convicted of horse theft. Welcome to History Pod. Dick Turpin was born in Essex in 1705, and by the early 1730s he joined the Essex gang who engaged in deer poaching and burglary. Turpin later turned to highway robbery, and he soon became one of the most notorious criminals of his time. In 1737, after shooting and killing a man in Epping Forest, Turpin moved to Yorkshire under the alias John Palmer. He lived as a gentleman, and although his true identity remained hidden, he continued stealing horses and engaging in other criminal activities. The following year, he was arrested in York for shooting a gamecock and suspected of horse theft. Whilst in custody, he wrote a letter to his family in Essex asking for assistance. This was intercepted by authorities and led to the discovery of his true identity. Turpin was found guilty of horse theft at a trial at York Assizes in March 1739 and sentenced to death. On the 7th of April, he was taken to Knavesmire, the site of public executions in York. Reports indicate that Turpin approached his execution with composure. He was dressed in fine clothes and reportedly bowed to the crowd before climbing the ladder from which he threw himself. His body was left suspended until the afternoon and was later buried in York. After his death, Turpin's story became widely known. Writers began embellishing his exploits, portraying him as a daring and gallant highwayman. The tale of his supposed overnight ride from London to York on his horse, Black Bess, was later introduced in fiction, but has no historical basis. Over time, therefore, he has become a legendary figure in folklore, although the reality of his crimes was far more violent.